That snaps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We
you want one
can't, we
quick
can't, we
question?
can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey,
Went
Rashad.
viral. The well, it didn't go that well. 260,000 views is kind of viral. Tremaine Jackson, this is the former one-time Valdosta State coach, head coach. He left, and he announced it like right after they lost in the national championship game, D2. If you ain't know, I went to Valdosta State as well. But yeah, man, he left to go to Prairie View and join the SWAC and kind of move up, go from D2 to D1. And he keeps it a beam, bro. He keeps it a beam, like with all the guys. He said, portal people, if you asking for so money and you know ain't another school average you that, then don't even ask for that. Like, what are you doing? This and that, woo woo. And so yeah, he keeps it real. So apparently he put up like this thing of the 5 testaments to 5 rules, Panther Portal understanding. When I follow you, there's a 4-hour window to follow back or we are done. Send me your number, transcripts, and highlight in the first message. Exclamation point. Make sure you address my staff as coach and not bro or by first or last name. Don't ask me for NIL, which we do have. When PFF has taken less than 200 snaps on the year. You should have gotten your money from them. Now it's time to play. Pray, talk to your family, girlfriend, dog, and any other people before we offer you, not after you take 80 visits. I'm going to want to know ASAP. See, number 5 is a big red flag. I ain't gonna lie, like number 1 was tripping, but number 5 is crazy, bro. One time, I received this job offer, right, from a TV station, and I was working at a newspaper. And I said, "Can I get some time to think about it?" They said, "Okay, cool." So like, I prayed about it, and I came back probably like a day, maybe 2 days later, and I said, "I don't think I'm gonna take it. I don't feel well in my spirit about it. I just feel like with the direction of my career, I kind of feel a pulling to try to stay in this direction instead of going to TV." And she was offended, boy. She said, "TV will never die. Local news will never die. I don't care where you get that from." And like, because I was like, I see local news kind of going down on TV and stuff like that. Like all my peers, they don't subscribe to cable. They subscribe to streaming services and they watch YouTube all day. And a lot of times when these local news networks, when they make cuts, the first department they cut is sports. So I don't want you to cut my department when I get there and then I lose my job. And ironically, I got laid off from the job that I was at 6 months later. Um, but yeah, man, she went off on me, bro. And it's crazy because she was like a really nice lady, and she was like, "Yeah, glad you believe in Jesus." You know, we in the Bible Belt, it's Georgia, so it's like, "Oh, Jesus and this and that." She real nice lady. As soon as I turned down that offer, nice lady went out the window, boy, and it was just, "How could you? Why would you waste my time like that? Why'd you fill out the writing test if you knew you wasn't gonna take the?" It was crazy, bro. So number 5, I don't like. I don't like that at all, bro. I don't like it. Like you can't say pray before and make up your mind before, like because it's a heart thing, bro. It's a heart thing. It's a timing thing. You don't know. We're humans, bro. And he said highlight is spelled the way I intended it. Thank you for the concern, because he spelled highlight kind of crazy in the second one. I don't mind 2. I don't mind 3. I don't mind 4. I don't mind these. But 1 and 5 is crazy because it's like, what if the kid is working, right? What if you're working a job and you're not on your phone for 4 hours? And he followed you when you was at work trying to make away from your family because you don't have number 4, you don't have NIL at your current school. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy. Or if you were in classes back to back, if you were in back to back classes, and so you're looking at your phone, because I know people will say, "You're going to look at your phone in the span of those 4 hours." Of course, you're going to look at your phone in the span of those 4 hours. What I'm saying is you look at your phone in the course of those 4 hours, you're looking at your notifications on the screen, and that's it. If you don't have your notifications for Twitter up on your thing, because I don't have my notifications for Twitter up on my phone, it don't come up in my home screen or whatever, my lock screen. You're not going to be able to see it, bro. You're going to have to Manually go to Twitter, look at your notifications, and see that he follows you. You don't have to spot all that within 4 hours or like he unfollows you. That's crazy, bro. It's crazy in my opinion, especially like when you're busy. Before, say you're on a road trip, you're going from like Savannah to Atlanta. If you're going from Savannah to Atlanta, you can't check your phone to see if he, you know what I'm saying? 4 hours is kind of crazy, bro. You're gonna be like stalking your things. And last time I checked, by the way, he was following like 1,000 people. Let's see, it was like 1,002 people he's following. Let's see how many following right now. He's following 1,952. I don't know if that's close to where it used to be. If it was somewhere in the thousands and but hey, I'm gonna look at these numbers and see if they went down, and we'll see if they went down. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. I feel like it's kind of crazy acts, but football coaches are generally like not very logical people. Like they're kind of like high maintenance and everything like that. He said, I didn't say look at the options. Again, you're off base. An exaggeration, I said visit 80. There must be a decision be made. Over the years, we've had a lot of success building young men into more than football players while maintaining a winning standard on the field. For you to say a parent should reject us is disappointing. I think with our track record of success, a parent should take a stronger look. Yeah, I mean, he has the results. I ain't gonna lie to you. His 1 year at Valdosta State, he went to the D2 national championship. Oh man. Oh. He said, nor have you been to practice. Well, first of all, Mr. Tremaine Jackson, Blake works in Jackson, Mississippi. He just worked his final day at WJT. Salute to Blake, first of all. That's my dog. I knew him when he was working at a smaller station in the state of Mississippi. He was covering Greenwood and all them boys and stuff like that. And then someone left WJTV. I forgot who. He was a popular guy, the guy who left him, his predecessor. He stepped in and moved to WJTV. That was like in 2020. So he's been in Mississippi for like a good 6-7 years. But yeah, first of all, Coach Jackson, Blake works in Jackson, Mississippi. Prairie View is in Texas. He doesn't cover them. He doesn't cover Prairie View, bro. He covers the SWAC. So, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, he said, you're totally off base. Players want discipline and structure. The least that want to be successful that I know of. We want to run that type of program. If people don't vibe with it, then we're not for them. Dun, dun, dun. You're a reporter, but I haven't had a conversation with you, nor have you been to a practice. Find out how we do things and then make comments. You're welcome to come to our spring game at Panther Stadium tomorrow at 6 p.m. See you there, WTW. See, this is kind of like an act of like, I feel, how do you say? An act of, I want to make a show out of you. I don't want to get too deep into it, but if you know, you know, you know my history, everything like that, I'll say that coaches have shown to make an example of media members in order to make themselves maybe look better in public eye and to get them on their side. Because, in the age of like fake news and the media is the bad person and everything like that, some coaches and certain people will say they hate it, but play into that knowing that the general public hates the media and has been taught to hate the media and not trust the media. And I don't trust the news. I don't do that. So majority of the people are thinking that. They're going to take every little moment to make a media person look like the bad guy, to make them look like the good guy and do this. I don't know if Blake is crazy enough. Like I said, he just finished his last day at WJTV. So maybe he has the time and he is crazy enough to rent a car and drive down however many hours it is. Hold on. Let me look it up. So Prairie View is in what part of Texas? Prairie View, Texas. Okay. So Prairie View to Jackson, Mississippi. Jackson, Mississippi. It is a 7-hour drive. I don't know if Blake is crazy enough just to prove a point to Coach Tremaine Jackson. Because if he's independent now, if he's independent media now, this is the perfect lob for a viral moment on his own independent media platform, right? if Blake is crazy enough to rent a car from Jackson tomorrow and drive 7 hours down to Prairie View in time for the 6 p.m. game of spring game for Prairie View, I ain't gonna lie, Blake got my respect, bro. If he crazy enough to do that, he crazy enough to do that. I don't know if Blake responded. Let me see if Blake responded. Because now I'm interested. Now I'm in it now. I'm in Houston at the end of April. That's what he said. He said he ain't gonna do it. He said, if you welcome me, I'll come to campus. He said, Coach, why not look at every job offer? I want my kids to look at options in life when it comes to schools. Most won't play in the NFL. Dang, son, where'd you find this? I ain't gonna lie, Blake might be cooking. He might be cooking. Okay, yeah, that's what he said. He said, I'm in a Houston area at the end of April. If you welcome me, I'll come to campus. Now that's a responsible podcaster. Personally verify the details before firing off baseless junk. Stop at Buc-ee's on the way. Pull up tomorrow night. We tailgating and watching ball. Hopefully you'll understand Coach Miss. He can't. He's in Jackson, Mississippi. What are we not understanding about this? I got to switch my camera. He's in Jackson, Mississippi. What are we not understanding about this? Do people not read bios? It says Jackson, Mississippi right here. But best of luck to Blake. If he's going independent, best of luck to Blake for going independent, bro. He's definitely captured the hearts of the Mississippians, the Sip boys and the Sip gals in Jacktown and the whole nine. So salute to Blake for sure. For embracing that community, and that community embraces him and loves him back, bro. So shout out to Blake for sure. Okay. Is that it? No. I got one more.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
George Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We can't ask Rashad a question.
Hey, Rashad.